We learned that we can find a way to win even when we're not playing our best volleyball. I just think that we've kind of had a little bit of a 2-week lull here, and we've got to snap out of it. I don't think we want to put ourselves in a position where we're just kind of having to grind out wins, because I think eventually it's going to catch up with us. And I think the team understands that. I think we had probably our best practice in 2 weeks yesterday, so that's something to always build off of.
We were excited to get the 2 wins last week, but probably, as Chad said, there's a lot to learn from those matches. So I think like these practices, we're trying to fix those things. And going into the games this weekend, I think we're really trying to implement the things that we're working on in practice and really just try to simple things up and get a strong start at the beginning of the game. And maybe it'll make it a cleaner match than it was this past weekend.
I think we got 2 tough matches coming up. I think with Fresno, I think they've had some good personnel the last season or two. I think the new coaches maybe just breathed a little life into that program, and they're feeling good and playing with a lot of confidence. We're going to be on their home court, so it's going to be a real challenge. And then I think San Diego State, their record is not indicative of who they are, and I think we're very aware of that. We have a lot of respect for the personnel they have, and it could click for them at any moment. We just want to hopefully make sure it doesn't happen against us. But 2 good teams, and on the road, it's a real challenging weekend as we move into it.
All these teams coming up, they're going to get ready for us. They're going to get amped for us, and then we have to be ready for each and every single one of them. Fresno State is doing really, really well. In San Diego, that record shows nothing. They're more than capable of beating us. Both teams are. But if we come out and do what we can, then we should come out on top.
Sometimes when we get on the road, there's just less to worry about. I mean, we girls get up and do some studying in the mornings and things like that, but I feel like our minds are able to focus on volleyball a little bit more, whereas sometimes when we're home and we're in class all day and then we pop in here late, sometimes it's hard to get kind of focused in on what we're trying to do out there on the court. So hopefully on the road trip here, we're able to really focus in and just kind of take advantage of it and kind of embrace it. It's always fun to play at home. The WYO gym is a great environment, but kind of taking some pride in being away from home and still being able to execute and play at a high level, I think, is something that this team has kind of bought into.
Now getting into conference, we really want to get these next 2 road matches, because we're really emphasizing being a good team on the road as well as home. And we did good in these last 2 home games, but still room for improvement. And so I think these next 2 road games, we really want to play the way we can and come out with a win.